You are sitting in the VSTEP exam room. The examiner hands you a scenario with 3 distinct options, and a timer immediately starts counting down. You have to evaluate all 3, pick a winner, and speak for several minutes. For many candidates, this format causes significant hesitation. Navigating the solution discussion prompt is a matter of structure. By applying a 5-step template, you can streamline your decision-making and minimize the risk of stalling mid-sentence. Examiners assess high-level fluency based on how seamlessly you connect your ideas. Mastering transitional phrases provides a logical bridge between your thoughts, demonstrating the professional coherence required for a C1 score. This roadmap consists of 5 precise steps. 1. Acknowledge the situation. 2. Reject the first incorrect option. 3. Reject the second incorrect option. 4. Select and defend your winning choice. 5. Conclude. Relying on this pre-built logical framework helps handle the structural requirements of the test automatically, allowing you to dedicate more attention to specific vocabulary and clear pronunciation. Let's look at a practice prompt. You want to take a new course to develop your skills, and you have 3 options: an online course, a local cultural class, or a musical instrument course. Rather than starting in silence, you can buy yourself thinking time by acknowledging all the options out loud. Note this introductory sentence. In this situation, there are several possible options that we can take into consideration. This phrase is a specific indicator of formal English. By using take into consideration instead of a basic verb like look at, you establish a professional tone from your very first sentence. This frames the discussion immediately. It signals to the examiner that you are approaching the problem logically, rather than jumping straight to a final answer without context. With the introduction finished, you must systematically eliminate the options you don't want. To do this, briefly acknowledge a minor benefit before pivoting to a major drawback. Use this sequence for your first rejection. To begin with, option A seems to be quite a practical choice. However, one potential drawback is that it may problem. For our practice prompt, that sounds like this. To begin with, a local cultural class seems to be quite a practical choice. However, one potential drawback is that it takes too much travel time. Identifying a specific drawback after a mild acknowledgement proves to the examiner that you can evaluate a situation objectively. Step 3 follows a similar logic. You need to eliminate the second option without spending too much time praising an item you intend to discard. The formula for the second rejection uses a different transition. Another possible option is option B. That being said, it might not be the best solution because problem. Applying this to our second option, another possible option is a musical instrument course. That being said, it might not be the best solution because instruments are very expensive. Using transitional phrases like that being said demonstrates that you can link your ideas with variety, which is a core requirement for a C1 score. Now that you've cleared the incorrect options, you move to step 4. This is where you declare your choice and provide a robust defense. Anchor your selection with this sentence. From my perspective, I would opt for option C, as I believe it is the most suitable choice in this situation. To achieve the depth expected in higher bands, use a secondary formula to list dual reasons. The main reason is that it allows me to reason 1, and at the same time, it can help to reason 2. For the online course, that becomes, the main reason is that it allows me to study with a flexible schedule, and at the same time, it can help to save a lot of money. Linking your justifications with phrases like at the same time allows you to build a multi-layered argument without needing to search for entirely new topics. Providing 2 distinct reasons shows the examiner that you can handle complex discussions under the pressure of a time limit. Finally, step 5 provides a clear signal to the examiner that your logical argument is complete. Finish with this definitive formula. Overall, I strongly believe that this is the most effective and practical solution available. Ending with a pre-memorized sentence provides a distinct psychological benefit. You know exactly how to exit the discussion, which helps you maintain composure during the final seconds. This ensures your response ends with authority, preventing an awkward trail-off as you wait for the examiner to stop you. This is the complete framework assembled, from the introductory acknowledgement through the rejections to the final selection and conclusion. Drill these specific highlighted transitional phrases. practice them until they become automatic, allowing you to focus on the details of the prompt during the exam. Whether choosing a gift, a location, or a course, this structural formula can be overlaid onto any three-option scenario the VSTEP exam presents. Thank you for following this strategy breakdown. We would like to thank the sponsor who made this tutorial possible. This video is brought to you by the IELTS Focus 084-770-5973, an English Center